There are very few things that irk me more than applying for jobs. It's been 2 weeks, and I know I haven't uploaded an update video. I just filmed one a couple of days ago, and I was kind of hopeful, but deep down there was like a feeling that something wasn't going the way that I think it was going to go. And today it was more or less proven to be right. Um, Over the last 2 weeks, I have applied for 50 jobs. I made it a goal for myself to at least apply to 1 to 2 jobs every day, something that would fit within my criteria. And since I posted that video, I have applied to a lot more that all of you in the comments have pointed me towards. I will say, like, I have applied, but there is something that irks me even more, and it's ghosting. I thought this was really only a thing that was um, relegated to dating apps, and now I'm more confident in the ability that it's companies that just ghost without really replying. Of the 50 jobs that I've applied to, only 3 of them have responded. Three. One of them outright denied me, which, fine, right? I much prefer a response that just says that we're not hiring right now than no response whatsoever. Um, Two of the jobs reached out to me for a job interview. And I went to those job interviews. I made a post on here on YouTube and on my Instagram. I don't think I did on my ex account. I've been trying to post a little bit more about what's been going on. Obviously, that was a week ago, but the first job interview went really great. They were supposed to reach out to me for a second interview, which I will come back to later. Um, yeah, I left that job interview feeling pretty good. And the second interview, again, went pretty great. I felt pretty good about it. But the minute I got home from that interview, I pretty much got a response denying me from the position, which, again, I would much rather prefer response because it doesn't really waste my time. I was supposed to hear by the end of the week, which was last week, about that second interview. It is now Tuesday, almost, noon, 12 p.m. in my area, and not a single peep from that first job interview. I don't know if this is just a common thing across all companies, but it really, really, really irks me when there is not a single word across pretty much anything when it comes to employing employees. I would much rather you just tell me that I am not fit for the job. Those other two were pretty much instantaneous. And this one, I'm just waiting for a response. And I'm still waiting for responses for the other 50 jobs that I've applied to. And not a single word have came from them. So now I'm just over here unmotivated to apply for other jobs because all of the other 50 have not responded to me. Only 3 of them I've actually gotten replies from. I'm so sick of it. I could have failed the interview too, which, like, I'm not really upset about. But just the fact that there's no attempt to reach out. No, they said they would text me. I have not gotten a single text. I have not gotten a single phone call, not a single email. And that goes for all of the other 50 jobs that I've applied to. It just makes me not want to apply because, you know, why even try if they're just not going to respond? And I just I'm so tired. I've had to deal with this before, and this is pretty much the exact thing that I was kind of worried about. Just waiting endlessly for a for a company to reach out for an interview that may or may not happen. I've gotten 10 hours of sleep last night, and I'm still tired. I don't even want to open any of the applications I've looked at previously because I already know there's going to be no response. It's just received, received, received. So I guess I'm just going to try to make content and see what that leads me to. Thankfully, you know, when I first posted that video, I almost immediately reached out to see who could help me with at least 2 months rent. Because I think that's enough time, hopefully, to um, get somewhere. Obviously, I'm not done applying for jobs. I can't. I have to work somehow. But I I'm kind of at a crossroads where I'm just like I either have to try and go a full hog into making content and see where that leads and just wait endlessly for any potential employer just to see if they can hire me. Because at this rate, I don't have any other alternatives. I know I just kind of sound like I'm so defeated right now, and honestly, I am a little bit defeated. Um, but I know I'm not really the only one, as pointed out in my video comments, on my last video comments, because the previous one, I was really hopeful, and then I knew deep down somewhere, I'm like, this, this seems too, this seems too easy. I know that's kind of weird to say, but it just seemed like it was too easy to be true. It was pretty much. If I end up getting a response today, then maybe all of this will be for nothing. But e- even still, like, just being ghosted is like such childish behavior that, you know, I was, I should be blamed for too, because I used dating apps in the past and I would just ghost people sometimes. Um, but it just seems like companies just have a habit of just not responding. And I know, like, it's September, so like the holidays are coming up. So it would just make sense to me that you should start training people for the holidays so that they aren't running around like chickens with their heads cut off. But I don't know. Maybe something will come along for the holidays. I really don't want it to, but as someone that has worked holidays, um, yeah, that mentality still kind of sticks around. So we'll see what happens, I guess. In the meantime, I guess I'll just make whatever content I see fit. I know I said I was going to start posting last week, but I was busy last week doing interviews, which honestly is a good thing. But now that I'm just here waiting endlessly for whatever reason, now that I'm just sitting here endlessly, it's just kind of like I really have nothing better to do than to just try posting content and seeing what I can do with earning money on YouTube. I would try streaming, but honestly, my computer is kind of a potato for streaming at this point. Um, that should honestly kind of be a goal. I don't mind having it being a goal, but if I'm not making income, then I can't really stream from a potato computer. I mean, I know Queso did, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm also not really like, because I've tried streaming before and I just don't think I'm really fit to be a streamer. So I think I would rather just post content that I see more enjoyment out of and go from there. Anyway, I'm gonna stop jobbering and I guess start making content because I've got nothing better to do. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for the kind comments. I know this is kind of just like me throwing my opinion, like my aggravation out into the universe, but I really do appreciate all of the comments that came by. Um, because honestly, I don't really have a lot of motivation from anyone else. It's just kind of me and me, me, myself, and I is the only real motivation, and I constantly have to fight myself just to be motivated every day. So yeah, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the upcoming videos, I suppose. See you guys.